I have a hard time getting in the Christmas spirit. Just today I saw stores all lighted up and bulbs burning and everything. Buy now, no interest down, pay in April. It seems as if you don't go bankrupt over Christmas, you aren't being very generous. But Marge saw my dilemma, and she said, you know, you promised David a new bag for his hockey. The boy played quite a little hockey, and the school requested that you wear a coat, and you've got to look fairly decent, and you've got to have your hockey gear in good-looking bags. So he had a hockey bag, but he needed a suitcase. And my wife said, you only got 2 more days to get that bag. And I didn't want to go that night. It was Saturday night, and the weather had pronounced it going to be 30 to 35 chill factor. Howling northwest wind. Who wants to go to Cook's Corner, go shopping, and get into the Christmas spirit? Well, she kept nagging me, and I thought I'd better go. So we lit out for Cook's Corner. Cold, oh, suffering. Polecats, wasn't it cold? Nobody around, nobody shopping. Just a few of us fools out there that night. She said, I'll go to Shaw's and you go to Sears and you get that bag that they advertised. All right, and you come get me, because I'm not going to walk all that distance down to Sears in this wind. All right. So I go into Sears and I asked for the manager. I said, I'd like that bag that you've advertised, and it shows the Pittsburgh Steelers are jumping on it, tackling it, throwing it over the crossbars, practically indestructible. That's what I want. Well, he said, we got just a few left. All right, let me see one. So he showed me one, and I was surprised. It was just under $100. I thought that was high for a bag. Well, you know, if you don't mortgage yourself, you're a piker. So I said, I'll take it. And I'd like it gift wrapped. Well, they don't wrap anything as big as that for free. And that costs $2 to have it gift wrapped. Well, there goes my 100. So I had it gift wrapped, and I came out in the cold and all ready to go meet Marjorie. And would you believe I locked myself out of the car? Every door was locked. There were the keys right there looking at me. And I can't get in the car. And along comes Jim Breyer from Boothbay. Jim's a very famous welder, ship fitter. What are you doing up here this hour of the night? He said to me. I said, well, I'm trying to get into the spirit of Christmas. I said, I'm having a little trouble. I'm locked out of my car. Oh, God, no. He says, you'll never get a lock dock out on a night like this. I said, well, what would you do? How am I going to get home? Well, he said, if I were you, I'd bust the window. Bust the window. Well, he said, you're going to make up your mind pretty soon, you're going to freeze to death. So I went over, there was a big pile of snow that they plowed over there, and I picked out a rock, and I came back, and I says, here, you do it. I can't. Well, he's a big fella, and he wound up as if he's throwing to center field. And he smashed that window all to pieces. It went everywhere. There, he says, you're all right now. Just then, along comes Marjorie. She's got both arms full of bags of groceries, and you could see her breath 100 yards away. I thought you were going to come meet me. Well, I said, we've had a problem. And Jim says to me, I think I'll leave. Well, I'd like to have gone with him. But I couldn't. What's the trouble? I said, well, I locked myself out, and Jim broke the window so we could get home. Why did you have to break the window on my side? that side. No, I'm not going to drive. You drive. So she puts the groceries in the car, and we start out. Of course, there's no window on her side at all. And I think, by the way she acted, I didn't clean that seat out thoroughly. I think there were some sharp pieces still left. Anyway, we'd only gone about 100 yards. She says, "What's that noise?" I said, "What noise?" She says, "Well, listen to it." So I started up again and listened to it. It's kind of a grinding noise. She said, "You better get out and look and see what's wrong." Well, I thought maybe it's a flat tire and run through the glass or something. I walked all around. I went the wrong way to find it right off quick. And I came around to the left front. And I run over the bag. About an inch and a half, and she gets out and looks at it, and she's got a bright idea. "You get down and hang on to the bag, and I'll back the car up." I wouldn't be here tonight. She'd have gone in the front speed, you know, and then excuse herself, and then back up. Oh. Anyway, I didn't accept her idea, but I had 30 feet of towing hawser with me. Nice nylon, stretches good on the tow. So I said, "We'll fix this." So I made a half hitch on the handle of the bag, and I went to the car ahead of us and took a couple of half hitches around his rear bumper. And then I says, "Now you back up." So she backed up, and the rope just stretched and stretched and stretched and stretched. I said, "Get it off!" So she gave it a gas, and Jesus, that bag came out from under that axle and flew right over my head and broke the rear light of the car in front of me. So I unhooked the rope, and she says, "What are you going to do now?" I said, "Back up just as fast as you can. Just get out of here." So we backed up towards Sears, and she said, "What are you going to do now?" Well, I had the bag with the handle, and it was brought. And the Christmas wrapping was all ready. I says, "I'm going in to see the manager." So I went in to see us. It was just about closing time, and he was anxious to get home. And he looked at me and he said, "What happened to you? What do you want me to do for you?" Well, I says, "Ain't they no 5-year or 50,000-mile guarantee on this bag? You said it was indestructible. I ain't even got out of the parking lot yet." "I'll tell you what I'll do for you. I'll Christmas wrap it for nothing." I said, "No, you'll never disguise this, miss." So I walked back to the car. Marjorie'd come in the front of the door to stay warm. And she said, "What did he say?" He said, "Can't do anything." And the bag is dragging on the ground, you know, the handle broke. It looked like a mess. And so I threw it in the car, and away we started. And I'll tell you, that was one frosty ride home. And we got to Monsuave there, where that restaurant is, and Marjorie likes hot chocolate, loves it. So I thought, to break the ice, I'll offer to take her in and have a hot chocolate and warm her up. So I said, "Would you like a hot chocolate, dear?" And there was silence for about 5 seconds. "I still don't see why you broke the window on my side." Well, I'll tell you, we finally got home, and there were no favors requested and none were offered that evening.